shares of Netflix up a little bit this morning on the news that Netflix is buying ABQ Studios, ABQ short for Albuquerque, based in New Mexico. ABQ Studios, producer of, or I should say home to several television shows, most notably Better Call Saul. I didn't see a price tag associated with this. I'm assuming they didn't have to reveal that.
Nothing's been announced, and it's not even a done deal yet, though the people from Albuquerque and the state of New Mexico are talking as if it is a done deal.
I was going to say, wasn't there an event with like the governor of New Mexico and the mayor and that sort of thing?
But for one thing, since the city of Albuquerque is contributing some funds, the city council has to approve the deal. And so that hasn't happened yet. But yeah, it looks like a nice deal for Netflix. They have Albuquerque Studios, which has been on for sale for a few years now. It has 9 sound stages, production offices, a back lot, has been the site for some filming such as Godless and Longmire, The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, which I actually want to see.
Well, that's the new Coen Brothers movie, right?
That's the new Coen Brothers. Yeah. And even the Avengers, 2012 movie Avengers was filmed at ABQ.
So this seems to be right in line with the move that Netflix had a little while ago, moving their headquarters to Los Angeles. I mean, I don't know. I think if you're anyone else in the movie business, you have to be viewing this news with a little bit of trepidation.
Well, if you're in the Hollywood movie business, but movies and film, television and film are becoming big businesses all over the place. And New Mexico had $500 million spent there last year. Georgia has had over $2 billion spent in filming in Georgia. It's big business elsewhere, and states are seeing this opportunity and offering incentives, and so people are going all over the place. The UK, for instance, is a big place internationally. What I think this plays into not just the headquarters move of Netflix, but some of the announcements they've had out of Europe. They have 2 offices already in Amsterdam and London. They recently announced a new office in Paris, and then a studio outside of Madrid, and then now just a recent announcement of a new office in Madrid as well. And so I think Netflix is making a serious play to secure places to do its original programming and filming around the world and be able to save on costs in the long run by doing so.
It saves on costs, and it also is one more carrot that they can offer to showrunners.
Right.
One more, right. Because we are starting to see some of certainly the other major studios and the other television networks sort of maybe not push back so much, but basically their selling point to a showrunner is, hey, look, we've only got a few shows on our network and we want yours to be one of them, and we're going to promote it in a way. Netflix, they're doing a fine job, but Netflix is basically going to give you a day's worth of promotion.
Yeah.
Are you surprised at all at the growth, not so much in the business and the stock, but in the growth of the production side of things? The fact that they do have, this is Albuquerque, this will get finalized, but the European operations?
In one way, yes, because at least here in America, we've been kind of trained that the big film locations are Los Angeles and New York. But Netflix is showing that people know how to tell stories, write good stories, and not all of them, in fact, a good number of them are not here in the U.S. And so I think they're taking advantage of that, and as part of their global expansion, finding a lot of those international producers and storytellers.
Kudos to New Mexico, because when I was at South by Southwest earlier this year, in the trade show, there were a number of states and municipalities that had set up booths, and a bunch of them were sort of making the pitch of, hey, here's why it's good to do business in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Here's why you should come to the greater Richmond, Virginia area, et cetera, that sort of thing. And for a bunch of them, part of their pitch was to the entertainment industry. And I talked to the guy from, it was a booth, I'm going to get the name wrong, but it was essentially, it was from Florida, and it was an entertainment, essentially, wing of the state, and basically that guy was just sad. He was, and I was saying, what? Our movie's not being filmed in Florida? And he basically said, Georgia is just crushing the rest of us. Georgia has rolled out so many incentives that all these big studios, they're just going to Georgia.
Yeah, they went from $60 million spent in Georgia, 2007, I think was the stat, to $2.7 billion in last year, fiscal 17. So that's quite a bit of growth. Yeah, this guy had it right.